What up, y'all? It's your boy Martin, aka the Boxing Purist. Welcome once again to the Truth and Absolute channel, where I speak the truth and nothing but the truth, so help me good God Almighty. All right, y'all, so check it out. It's Friday, early morning, right? I try to start my day like this. I'm about to go hit the gym, and then the day starts, yo. I got 4 kids, talk about school and groceries, and it's a whole lot of fun. Anyway, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time stopping by, I really appreciate you stopping by and supporting my channel. If you're not subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, the dislike button. It's all love. Drop a comment down below. I love engaging with you guys, talking boxing, going back and forth. It's having grown-up discussions about a sport we love. We should be able to, without labeling each other as whatever. Anyway, so I put a video out yesterday speaking about the PBD podcast, where Ryan Garcia was recently interviewed by my man PBD, who is a dude that I respect a lot. PBD is like, I admire the dude a lot, man. His faith, his dedication, his hard work. His podcast is dope. He asks the questions that you want people to ask. He's not just, throwing softballs at whoever he's interviewing, including Ryan Garcia. So yesterday I put a video out because I only had watched half, so I watched the rest of it last night. So I wanted to do the part 2 now and speak about key points about it. I'm trying to remember it all. The one thing that I do remember, though, see, it's kind of weird. If you watch the first half of the video, in my experience watching the video anyway, Ryan is, I don't want to say he's humble in that part, but he's talking a certain way that's like, okay, let's listen to the dude talk. For whatever reason, in the second half of the video, Ryan, he gains this, he has this thing to him. I don't know if it's arrogance. I don't know what it is, man, but Ryan thinks very highly of himself, right? Like, he thinks very highly of himself. This kid must look at himself in the mirror a lot longer than he looks at himself in the mirror while he's shadowboxing, working on his form, working on his craft. I like the kid, man, but I can't sit here and say, oh yeah, Ryan Garcia is a dedicated fighter. His number one goal is to become the best fighter ever. It's not. It sounds good coming out his mouth, and that was probably the best part of the whole interview, is when PBD pressed him on that, Because I knew it right away what PBD was trying to ask, when he was trying to say, do any of these guys give you advice? Do they talk to you? Do they tell you what it takes to get on their level? And, PBD referred to the GOATs, right? He's talking about, a Messi. He's talking about Ronaldo. And first of all, this is how PBD used this term. I don't like using the word GOAT. I don't like throwing it around like that, right? I feel like we did that for one certain athlete so that his feelings don't get hurt. There can only be one GOAT to every sport, yo. We can't call them all GOATs. There's the GOAT and the runner-up, and that's it. But according to PBD, he was telling Ryan pretty much, do you reach out to any GOATs to ask them for advice? So I know what PBD was doing. PBD, in the beginning, was nicely trying to tell Ryan, listen, Ryan, you're a great kid, you got a big following, you got a lot of money, you're popular, you're famous, all of the above, and you're talented, but you're not fully dedicated to the sport. And it does not take a rocket scientist to realize and see that Ryan is not fully dedicated to the sport, right? And I think PBD kind of knew that, because Ryan is a pretty arrogant kid, that he couldn't just tell Ryan directly. Ryan told him, yeah, you could be direct with me, it's all good, but he was taking kindly to what PBD was saying, but he wasn't agreeing with it, because he always, at this particular part of the interview, he always had an answer for PBD, and PBD at one point was like, you don't understand what I'm trying to say, pretty much. And that's when PBD was like, Ryan, I don't see you fully dedicated like someone who's trying to become the best boxer ever. I don't see that in you. So Ryan pretty much after that says, oh no, dude, I train crazy. I wake up, I shadowbox 15 rounds before I even start, before I even eat anything. And Ryan's talking about his whole day of workouts, which I believe, because the kid is really fit. However, you got to ask yourself a real question, and you guys are going to agree. Ryan Garcia, your crazy training routine is insane. I wouldn't be able to do it. I would, but I'd be passed out every day, right? Do you ever ask yourself, are you pushing yourself that hard in the gym to look a certain way? To look attractive, to keep a certain look? Or are you training that hard to become a better fighter? Because how I see it, and I'm sure a lot of people see it because of what he posts and of what this interview said and all that, it seems like you're more focused on your physique than in the actual ring. You know, and then he went to talk about Ronaldo, how he admires Ronaldo, how hard he trains, the athlete that he hit up Ronaldo, saying, how do you get your body like that, you know, and this and that. And those are the kind of things that tell me right here, I'm like, how is it that you have access to all these people? You're saying Mike Tyson, Tom Brady, all these people, and you're not picking their brain. And PBD used Kobe Bryant as an example, how he would reach out to Michael Jordan. God rest Kobe Bryant's soul, of course, how he would reach out to Michael Jordan and ask him advice at crazy times. And Michael said he's never seen a level of obsession with the basketball game like Kobe Bryant. And what PBD was trying to tell Ryan is like, bro, you need to obsess like that if you're looking to grow in the sport. And then PBD asked him, like, have you read Mamba Mentality? And Ryan's like, no. Instantly, PBD's like, yo, get him a copy of Mamba Mentality. Even if it's my copy, give it to him. And then PBD tells him, I ordered you a copy. I'm going to give it to you tonight at dinner. PBD went as far as to say, listen, Messi is my neighbor. We could go knock on his door and you could talk to him. PBD is genuinely trying to help the kid because he sees the potential that this kid is ignoring. Okay? I don't know if ignoring is the wrong word, but he's not using his potential to the absolute fullest. That is for sure, right? Let me see. I covered the Rolly topic that he talked about. And when he was talking about Floyd, Ryan made this comment, you know, after PBD called him out, I'm pretty much saying, bro, you're not that dedicated. Ryan was, you know, he brought up the whole, oh, you know that time that I went jogging with Floyd Mayweather at 3 a.m.? Ryan's like, it was my idea. And he did his face like that too. He's like, that was my idea. And I'm watching the interview almost embarrassed for him because I'm like, Ryan, that's not what he's talking about. And then he makes matters worse by saying, do you know what Floyd said to me? And then how Ryan did it. It looked like he got in full acting mood. Again, I don't dislike Ryan Garcia. I don't. But when someone carries themselves in this way, it just kind of, it could rub me the wrong way. And I'm not perfect, so I'm just talking trash. Anywho, what was I saying? When he was talking about, oh, the jog with Floyd, he was saying that was my idea. And then he was like, do you know what Floyd said? Do you know what Floyd said? Ryan went into almost acting mode. I'm sure PBD on the inside was like, kid, you're full of it. He said that Floyd Mayweather told him, no one, I respect you. No one is doing what you're doing. As far as getting up at 3 a.m. and jogging and this and that. And then PBD pretty much tells him, Floyd is a GOAT. You know, Floyd is great. Floyd is a lot of things, but Floyd's also very smart. And PBD tells him, Floyd's not stupid. When Floyd tells you that, it's because he's thinking business. He's not a dumb guy, right? They go on with the interview, and you know, PBD is recommending different books, all having to do with the same thing, though. He's pretty much trying to get Ryan to level up, in the words of PBD, right? Ryan kind of softly announced that April 20th, we could be getting a fight between him and Devin Haney, which would be a great fight. And I'm trying to think of other topics that he covered, man. There was a lot of pause moments where Ryan was just talking and PBD was just kind of allowing him to do it. But that was the key thing, though. I like that PBD called him out on being dedicated to the sport and on actually doing it and not just talking one. You know what I'm saying? So, and then Ryan again said, you know, my training. Anyways, the interview was a pretty decent interview. You got to really know Ryan in depth. The only thing, man, when it boils all down, the whole interview, you see Ryan is not fully dedicated to the sport of boxing, and we see that. So let me know what y'all think. Drop a comment down below. I'll be coming out with more content. Watch the interview if you can, you know, and tell me what y'all think about it. All right, so much love to y'all. Enjoy your day. I'll speak to y'all real soon. God bless and peace.